Was that the wildest Belichick coached game you've ever seen, and you've been in Super Bowls against him? What was that, do you think?
It was crazy. But you got the feel when you were in the stadium, and again, not following it all week long, you got the feel that that was what everybody was talking about all week long, was should we go back to Mac? Bailey's been playing really, really well. And I think most of the fans there seem to be leaning towards let's stay with Bailey. Things are going well, and then obviously Matt comes in after his time off, and it wasn't stellar. But it was interesting because it wasn't stellar. Obviously Bailey comes in and does what he does in those 2 drives, and then it wasn't stellar after that. Not a whole lot was happening after that. It got a couple big plays on those 2 drives that led to touchdowns, but it didn't look very impressive offensively after that either. And so, you and I both know that sometimes the backup quarterback can be the most popular person in town. And it sure seemed that way. And not that Bailey hadn't been playing well, but it sure seemed that way when Mac went back in there, that they were just kind of waiting for a mistake more than they believed he was the right guy for the job. So I'm interested to see, how the rest of that game dictates what they decide to do moving forward. Mac made a bad decision without a doubt, and a bad interception, but stuff happens, and I still think he's probably the best guy for the job at this point in time.
Interesting enough, the Twitterverse trying to sleuth, thinking that interception. I don't know if you saw that this morning, Kurt. If you have been on your phone, did it hit the wire of the camera that hovers over the field, like that. That would be unfortunate for him. But what do you think New England should do moving forward on that front? What do you think?
I mean, again, I'm a big Mac Jones fan, and I liked what he did last year. And I thought, he grew and got better and got him to the playoffs. And I want to see what he can be. You drafted him, and I thought he did really, really well as a rookie, and by a lot of standards, maybe the best rookie quarterback a year ago. So I want to see him grow. And, we can look at the first few games of the year and say, well, we didn't see that growth. Well, I think there was a lot of stuff happening, and is a lot of stuff happening in New England with what they're doing offensively and the moves that they made with Matt Patricia and, taking over and a defensive guy. And I think they're still working through things. I mean, their offense to me is very simplistic. Which at times can be good and at times can be tough, and especially for young, talented quarterbacks, and a quarterback like Mac that plays more with his mind than he's going to, with his arm. He's not going to beat you over and over again by making these unbelievable throws. So you need to give him more opportunities to make plays by deciphering what's going on. And so I think there's still some issues going on offensively here, and I want to see what Mac Jones can be before I'm going to jump to Bailey Zappe, even though we've seen a lot of really good things from Bailey.